Thanks for joining us to learn more about Zendesk Voice. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to Zendesk Voice, a powerful phone support system built right into Zendesk. You'll hear about companies that have improved their agent and customer experiences with Zendesk Voice, see the product in action, and learn how you can get started with a free trial. Okay, let's get going. Phone support gets a bad rap. It's no surprise that the word contact center has bad connotations for companies and customers alike, given the limitations of traditional phone support and legacy contact center systems. Traditional phone support systems are typically hardware constrained, siloed, and cost driven. On-premise telephony systems require costly and lengthy installations with specialized IT support. Adding new agents is expensive and time consuming. Traditional phone systems are usually separated from email, chat, and collaboration tools, providing agents with little to no cross-channel context and forcing them to switch from one system to another. Because of the upfront and ongoing equipment and maintenance costs, as well as limited agent efficiency, companies often optimize for cost, not customer satisfaction. But phone support shouldn't be painful or difficult. In fact, phone support gives companies an opportunity to connect personally with their customers, make them feel acknowledged, and get their questions resolved quickly. Given the immediacy and personal nature of phone support, it's no wonder that it results in higher customer satisfaction ratings than other channels. Zendesk wants to make it easy for companies to provide phone support with a phone support solution that is flexible, fully integrated, and empowers agents. Phone support, like Zendesk, should be easy to set up and adapt to business changes, like adding new agents, new departments, or new office locations. Support teams shouldn't be dependent upon IT to install costly hardware or make needed changes. Your phone support system should be fully integrated with all your other support channels, so agents can operate from one consolidated support platform. A fully integrated phone support solution makes it easier for managers too, because they can improve support operations with everything in one place. And lastly, a phone system should be well designed and intuitive, so it's easy for agents to do their jobs and help customers, whether they are working from their computers at the office or answering a call from their mobile phones away from their desks. Companies should use systems that allow them to worry less about cost and agent productivity and more about empowering agents to resolve customer issues. It's with that vision in mind that we built Zendesk Voice. Zendesk Voice is cloud-based. It's a voice over IP solution built right into Zendesk. There's no hardware required and setup is easy, so there's no need for any specialized IT support. Zendesk Voice is adaptable. Companies can quickly adapt to changing business needs and easily make changes right from the Zendesk browser. It's perfect for remote, global, or virtual teams, since agents can take calls anywhere in the world, from their Zendesk browser or mobile phones. And best of all, Zendesk Voice is built right into Zendesk, so it's designed specifically to fit into Zendesk workflows. When teams use Zendesk Voice, they have a powerful, unified, multi-channel solution right from the leaders in customer service software. Here's a look at Zendesk Voice by the numbers. Over 4,000 Zendesk customers currently use Zendesk Voice to provide their customers with phone support. These companies rack up over 2 million calls a month on Zendesk Voice and represent more than 40 countries globally. We've been building Zendesk Voice since 2011. It's powered by Twilio, a leading cloud communications provider with global data centers in 5 continents. Twilio's global low latency technology ensures that the lowest latency media path is always used between callers anywhere in the world for the best reliability possible. We have an engineering team in Dublin, Ireland, focused exclusively on building new features for Zendesk Voice, and they are continuously shipping new features and improvements. And as you can see, we have a lot of happy customers representing a range of industries and geographies. including Brayola, a New York-based online marketplace for women's intimate apparel, Get Around, a San Francisco startup powering social car sharing, and Ticket Direct, a New Zealand-based event ticket sales company. Let's take a closer look at some of these companies. As I mentioned before, Washio is an LA-based startup that provides on-demand dry cleaning and laundry services in 6 U.S. metro areas, including San Francisco. Before using Zendesk Voice, their customer service team and delivery ninjas, as they call them, used their cell phones, which made it difficult to keep track of calls and customer orders. With Zendesk Voice, their team is able to see at a glance the customer's order history, the last time they ordered, their average order value, and lots of other information so they can tailor their support. As Rashio's COO said, Zendesk Voice was a no-brainer for us. With a few clicks, we had phone support that fits right in with our current workflows for all our support channels. AllBeauty.com, an online retailer of beauty supplies, switched to Zendesk Voice from a Mitel system so that their agents could have all their communication channels in one place. Their favorite Zendesk Voice features include Insights, which allows them to compare performance by channel and report to the rest of the company, and Warm Transfer, which lets their agents collaborate smoothly to resolve issues. And as I mentioned before, Brayola, an online marketplace for women's intimate apparel, loves Zendesk Voice. In fact, they love it when their customers call them because it gives them an opportunity to connect personally with customers and gather insights. With Zendesk Voice built into Zendesk, their agents can see at a glance if a caller has any other tickets and if those tickets are opened or closed. The real-time dashboards with Zendesk Voice give Brayola managers in-the-moment insight into how many calls the team is handling, how many callers are on hold, and how many callers have hung up before the team can respond. For Brayola, Zendesk Voice is a way of constantly improving their customer service. And with that, let's take a look at the features in action. To demonstrate the great features of Zendesk Voice, we've created a fictitious company called Obscura, an online retailer specializing in women's fashion. Let's imagine the customer journey of Katie, a frequent customer of Obscura. She recently purchased a dress that she ordered for a big event, but it hasn't arrived yet. Like a lot of digital customers, she's visited Obscura's website to find more information, and she tried to self-serve online. But Obscura knows that it's important to be available to its customers over the phone, especially with time-sensitive or particularly frustrating scenarios, so it makes its phone number easily accessible in its Help Center article. When Katie calls Obscura, she's greeted by their IVR or interactive voice response recording, powered by Zendesk Voice. After listening to the short greeting, Katie can select 3 to track her shipment, which will send her directly to the right agent to help her resolve her issue, saving her time and reducing any unnecessary transfers. Let's take a look at the agent experience. Zendesk Voice uses agent availability-based call assignment, meaning calls are sent to the agent that has been available the longest without accepting a phone call, also known as the most idle agent. When Katie chooses to speak with an agent on the shipping and orders team, turns out that I'm the most idle agent, so I'm teed up to take her call. When the call comes in from Katie, you can see the call console in the top right-hand corner of Zendesk. I can see how long Katie has been waiting, and I can click directly into her profile so I have a heads up into her history with Obscura. She's a VIP customer with a prior complaint, so I'll give her extra attention. When I accept her call, Zendesk automatically creates a ticket, making it easy to keep track of calls. By default, the agent that answers the call, me, is assigned to the ticket. I'd like to give Katie a refund for her dress. So to issue her a refund, I'll need to transfer her to my colleague in billing. That would be Sam. I'm using the warm transfer feature. So I've put Katie on hold and looked up Sam, and I'm explaining to him while she's on hold that I'd like to just go ahead and give her a refund. When Sam's ready, I'll make the transfer, and you'll see the ticket automatically update with an internal note that I've transferred the call, and the call is now assigned to Sam. At this point, I could go back to my queue and respond to more tickets, but I'll just stay in this view so you can see the magic of voice in action. Once Sam resolves Katie's issue and ends the call, you'll see a recording of the call is automatically appended to the ticket. These call recordings make it easy to go back and reference previous calls. Sam can also make an internal note. Here he's written that he's resolved Katie's issue, so everything regarding the conversation with Katie is all in one place in one ticket in Zendesk. Let's say Katie called when there weren't any agents available. Say it's after hours or their queue is too long. Just as with an inbound call, a voicemail will automatically create a ticket, including a voicemail transcription. Voicemail transcriptions are currently supported in English only. You can see here that she explains she didn't receive her order. It's really disappointed. It's really important, and she's disappointed, and she's left her callback number. If Katie went through the IVR, her voicemail will be assigned to the group to which she was routed. Another neat aspect of voicemail transcription, however, is the opportunity to create triggers based on language in the transcription. For example, I've created a trigger to send any voicemail tickets that include the words receive and order to the order group for proper assignment. The sky's really the limit with optimizing your voicemail triggers to make things easier and streamlined for your team. I also want to take this moment to point out the satisfaction prediction feature we have in our demo account. Customer satisfaction prediction in Zendesk uses machine learning to read the signals from your interactions to predict the likelihood of your customer's satisfaction. It transforms hundreds of signals, including text description, number of replies, and total wait time, into a unique model that dynamically calculates the likelihood of a good rating. It's a really exciting feature, and it's currently in beta. This score can be displayed on tickets and in views, used as a condition for business rules, and tracked via insights reporting. This feature is an example of the power of a phone support system built into Zendesk. Any new features added to Zendesk will also improve the Zendesk voice experience. Now that you've seen how easy it is to handle an inbound call and collaborate to resolve a customer issue, let's take a look at an outbound call scenario. Hunter Green, another VIP customer of Obscura, has tweeted that we shipped his girlfriend the wrong size dress. We could initiate an email conversation, but that could start a long back and forth with Hunter. Plus, it'd be a missed opportunity to make sure he knows we appreciate his business. After responding to his tweet to let him know that we're going to give him a call, we can place a call directly from the tweet ticket using the phone number that is part of his user profile. Once we've connected, I can get him set up with a rush order of the correct size dress for his girlfriend. When I end the call, as you saw with the previous example, a call recording is automatically appended to the ticket. And as a courtesy to Hunter, I can send him a follow-up email with a record of our conversation. I'll use Obscura's follow-up from phone call macro to email Hunter a full record of our conversation. He can log into the customer portal to access his call recording. You note that if you'd prefer that your customers don't have access to call recordings, you can change that setting on the account level. But this ticket is a great example of the seamless cross-channel experience that Zendesk Voice makes possible, allowing agents to move easily from a tweet to a phone call to a follow-up email, all neatly in the context of one Zendesk ticket. Now that we've seen the agent experience for voice, let's switch over to the managerial experience and take a look at the powerful reporting and analytics tools available to managers to improve phone support performance in the moment and over time. Here's a look at the real-time dashboards and analytics for Zendesk Voice, which are available right in Zendesk. These dashboards turn your Zendesk into Command Central, making it easy to track call activity right alongside all of their support channels. You can keep an eye on current queue activity, including the number of callers waiting in line and agents available, and also drill down into key call center metrics. You can also see at a glance how your agents are performing, essential for remote or distributed teams. You can make agents available or unavailable, which comes in handy when you need to bring more agents online to relieve a queue bottleneck or if any agents mistakenly leave themselves online. Zendesk Voice also makes it easy to drill into agent performance to see how your agents compare to all those agents on your team. In addition to real-time dashboards, Zendesk Voice comes with the powerful historical analytics of insights, which allow you to track and measure the performance of your phone support and understand how it fits into your overall support operations. Here's a glance at the out-of-the-box reports that come preloaded and ready to go in your Zendesk. You can see over time how many calls your team has received, as well as other KPIs like wait times, talk time, abandoned calls, and more. These dashboards give you the building blocks you need to create your own reports to drill down into your organization's phone support and find ways to improve. So in addition to the pre-built dashboards and insights, you can create your own custom metrics, reports, and dashboards and insights. Here's an example that our own team at Zendesk built that compares ticket volume over time by channel. You can see that phone volume percentages spiked in January of this year. That's a great starting point for diagnosis. You can start drilling down to find root causes and start making improvements. Now that we've taken a look at all the great features included with Zendesk Voice, now let's look under the hood and see how easy it is to set up and customize Zendesk Voice for a phone support system that works right for your business. If you're just getting started with the Zendesk trial, you can start with Zendesk Voice right from the Explore Zendesk welcome screen. Or if you've already spent some time with Zendesk, you can get started with Voice by clicking the admin icon in the sidebar, then selecting Channels and Voice, and start your free trial now. To start using Zendesk Voice, you'll first need to pick out a phone number. You can choose a local, toll-free, or national number for over 40 countries. You can search for specific area codes or even spell out a vanity number from your business, all in Zendesk. Many of our customers already have an existing phone number. That's totally fine. You can certainly continue using the phone number that your customers already know. To use your previous phone number, you can port it from your previous provider into Zendesk Voice. Or if you're using a phone number that is from a country other than the US, UK, or Australia, you may forward any calls to that number to a Zendesk Voice phone number. Once you've picked out a phone number, then you can start in the General Settings tab. With Zendesk Voice, you can set the queue size to determine how many incoming callers will be kept waiting for an available agent. You can choose between 0 and 15 callers. Any calls that exceed the set limit you've chosen will be directed to voicemail. You can also set maximum queue wait time between 1 to 20 minutes to determine at what point new customers will be sent to voicemail rather than wait in the queue. As I mentioned before, you can choose to make call recordings public, which is a nice courtesy to send to your customers as a recap of the conversation you had. And also, as I mentioned before, Zendesk Voice allows agents to forward phone calls to their mobile phones so they can take calls on the go. If they are forwarding to prevent any customers from reaching an agent's personal voicemail, however, you can enable the agent confirmation when forwarding feature. When enabled, this feature requires agents to press a key to indicate that they are available to take calls. Forwarded calls not answered with a key confirmation are routed to Zendesk voicemail. Now let's take a look at some of the settings that are specific to each phone number. You can set a failover number for every number you have on Zendesk Voice. Failover automatically forwards incoming calls to a Zendesk Voice number to an alternate number in the unlikely event of a Zendesk outage, ensuring that important phone calls will always come through. You can also set wrap-up time limits for your agents on a per-number basis. Wrap-up time gives agents time to add call summary notes or finish up any work related to a call before making themselves available to take new calls. To help agents that may forget to make themselves available, you can set a time limit from 10 seconds and on. Once agents reach that time limit, they will automatically be made available for new calls. And as you've seen, one of the great features of Zendesk Voice is the call recordings feature, which is helpful for referencing prior conversations as well as training agents on best practices. You may set time limits after which Zendesk will automatically delete these call recordings. This is a particularly handy feature for customers in countries that have certain requirements around call recording storage. As you saw in the demo, you can choose to have your voicemails transcribed for easy reference and fast resolution. And as with call recordings, you may choose to have voicemails deleted after a certain time period. In terms of routing options for your phone numbers, you may set business hours for each phone number to let customers know when your phone support is available. When customers call you outside of your working hours, they'll be automatically routed to voicemail, so you may triage and help them when your agents are back online. Group routing with Zendesk Voice allows you to route calls to specific groups or to a set of groups in Zendesk, so callers reach the right agents for help. You heard the Obscura IVR at the start of our demo. We'll take a look at how easy it is to set up IVR in a moment. Moving along the Settings tab, you can see addresses. Some countries, like Australia, Germany, Mexico, and Switzerland, require a local business address along with a phone number. You can add those addresses easily here. Although Zendesk Voice comes with a number of pre-recorded greetings, including some sweet jazzy hold music chosen carefully by our in-house creative team, you can easily add customized greetings for different brands, departments, and phone numbers. You have two easy ways for recording new greetings. Let's take a look. Here you can name your greeting. And you will have the option to either record a new messages via phone or upload existing audio files. When you choose Record Custom Greeting, you can provide a phone number and Zendesk will call your phone and you can simply record your message into the phone. It's very easy. Moving on to IVR. With multi-level interactive voice response, or IVR, you can route customers to the right agent or department and also provide recorded responses for frequently asked questions, much as the way we did with the monthly promotions on Obscura. You can see how easy it is to create and change an IVR menu with Zendesk Voice. Here you can add a route. You select what key press your customers will choose, select what greeting they'll have, and what action they'll take, voicemail, group, external number, or another IVR. That's it. Lastly, the call history section makes it easy to view and analyze historical call data by agent, call status, wait time, hold time, and more to support operational decision making. You can also easily keep track of the amount of credit used in this period and what your current balance may be should you pay for minutes ahead of time. Okay, I'm just going to take a few moments to talk about requirements for optimal performance. Zendesk Voice is a voice over IP solution, which does make it flexible and easy to use. But like any voice over IP solution, there are certain requirements to ensure optimal performance. So before you get started with your Zendesk Voice trial, you or whoever manages your network and IT will need to follow a few easy steps. First things first, you'll need a strong and stable internet connection. Wireless internet connections can work, but a hardwired connection to your network will provide optimal results. A voice call requires at least 64 kilobits per second per session. That's just the minimum, so we recommend 500 to provide headroom for voice and other network connectivity needs. Concurrent network activity, like streaming media or large data file transfers, can impact voice quality, so a dedicated network for your voice calls will provide the best results. You'll also need to configure your router with open ports and quality of service. Make sure your router has the required ports open. You can find details in our Help Center. And with your router's quality of service, prioritize these ports or the IP addresses of the computers making and receiving calls. You'll also need to open the correct ports in your computer's firewall. Mac and Windows operating systems might have system firewalls enabled that block the same ports required for Zendesk Voice. Make sure to allow incoming connections for Chrome or Firefox. And speaking of Chrome or Firefox, we recommend using a recently updated Chrome or Firefox browser for best results. Lastly, you need to use wired headsets and enable those in your browser. We recommend wired headsets that connect to the 3.5mm audio port on your computer or USB headsets. Bluetooth headsets, while convenient, may result in broken streams of audio. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the pricing options available for Zendesk Voice. We have two great pricing options for companies interested in using Zendesk Voice. Advanced Voice comes with all the features we reviewed, including IVR or phone trees, warm transfer, real-time queue and agent monitoring, call data and insights, and more. This plan starts at $29 per agent per month, billed annually, or for companies in Europe, €29 per agent or £24 per agent. In addition to the per agent fee, companies will need to pay separately for phone numbers and minutes. Phone numbers are generally $1 per month, depending on your geography, and minutes start at just under 2 cents a minute. For companies that are just getting started with phone support, our non-advanced plan is a great option. It includes inbound and outbound calling, as well as voicemail, automatic ticket creation, customized greetings, group routing, and more. Companies on this plan will only pay for usage. There is no per agent fee, but you'll need to pay separately for phone numbers and minutes. Okay, now I'm sure you are all ready to get started with your free trial of Zendesk Voice. Good thing is, it's easy to get started. Again, if you're just starting out with a Zendesk trial, you can start your Zendesk Voice trial right from the Explore Zendesk welcome screen. If you've already spent some time with Zendesk, you can get started with Voice by clicking the admin icon in the sidebar, then selecting Channels, Voice. Your free trial of Zendesk Voice includes 30-day of free access to the advanced voice features, a free phone number, as well as $1 of calling credit, which should cover about 50 minutes. Plenty of time to see for yourself why Zendesk Voice is changing the way companies can help their customers over the phone. Should you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. You can always contact your account manager or email us at tryvoice@zendesk.com. If you'd like to take a look at some of the features, also visit our website at www.zendesk.com/voice. Thanks for your time, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.